because I might be doing some work at the MLG Columbus LAN. Not confirmed yet, but maybe. Okay, so we need to find the artifacts. There's an artifact. There's two artifacts. There's a... I know where two artifacts are. Do I? I know where one artifact is. I was thinking about this earlier. I don't know where the other one is right now. I forgot where it is. But there's one in, shit. Yeah, okay. There's one in, we need to go to... Oh, look at that. We're right here. We need to go to, Iceland. Your infection's gone? I'm glad, Velvy. Stop sticking mushrooms in your ear, dude. You're thinking about shaving off all your hair? My brother's bald. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so we need to go to... Okay, yeah, now I remember. So we need to go... After this, we need to go back to the Talon overworld and go to that giant place where we fought the plant monster. So, but now we need to go to the Hall of Elders or something like that. I just need to remember which room it is. Dr. Cave Frozen. Research Core. Oh, and we do need to go to the... Okay, I know where three of them are. There's two artifacts in Iceland. We need to go to the Ice Ruins, and then we need to go to... over here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we need to turn around. Go out this exit. What's everyone doing today? I have been one busy boy. Let's get this power up. I need to re-download this soundtrack. I only have a few songs from this soundtrack. I need to get all of my songs back. Isn't this song? Apparently there are evil boys in here. Alright, we want to go out. Look down. Thank you. Someone just farted. What's wrong, Britt? Yeah, I'm rendering like 40 files on my rendering computer right now. Where is... I don't remember. Is this the thermal? Okay. I'm just gonna leave. I don't really care. Just gonna go. Go for it. Don't hurt me. 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 Yeah, I'm rendering around 40 30-minute files. They take about an hour each to render. Come on, man. Get out of my way. Just leave. Fuck. Oh my god. The rendering computer is working pretty well so far. It's actually impressive how well it's working. Because usually my luck is not that good. Right now I'm running into a little bit of issues with... So I'm sharing my drives and all my files through a network. I wasn't able to get the NAS, which is the network, which are hard drives that are specifically built for network connectivity. Because they just cost too much. I'll have to get them next week, or next month rather, with my next month paycheck. But there's an upgrade over there, but I don't feel like getting it. I can just make it so that I'm sharing a hard drive on my main computer, and Premiere, Adobe doesn't really like that, and I'm running into a little bit of issues with my workflow because of it, but it's not the end of the world. It's just like a few minutes extra work. It's not optimal, but it's not the worst. Did I just go the wrong... Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, we need to go up here. So yeah, I'm about to have all of the Wolfenstein VODs, every single part of the VODs rendered, and I'm going to have all of Sly 2 rendered, so then I can move on to Sly 3 and Sly 4. Fuck, dude, he's dead. Got it? Okay. Stupid waited.
All I ever really wanted to do is skate.
Justice Alchemist with the 14-month resub. Hey, I just want everyone to look in. Would you guys have found this by yourselves on your first playthrough? Hold on a second. How do I do this again? Here we go. I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm on the wrong side. I think I'm on the wrong side. Justice Alchemist with the 14-month resub. Everyone lick that Alchemist. Thank you for the 14-month sub. Yas. Nope, that was it. I think I just have to shoot a special beam at it. I have to shoot a special beam cannon at it. I already did. Radion. Is that? I don't remember. I think that's super missile. There we go. Ta-da. Alright. So there's one more in this area. It is... you also need those in order to beat the game. I have a feeling I just walk out. I have a feeling I'm just making this difficult. Yep. Okay, so now we need to go to... Research labs, map station, research entrance, ruined courtyard, ice ruins. I think we need to go to ruined courtyard. Yeah, we just need to go away. We just need to go this general direction, and I think we'll find it. So I can just keep going this way. Oops. Probably going the wrong way. Just knowing me, I'm probably just going the wrong way. Okay, just do a little spinny spin. Right there. Remember when Rockstar made a ping pong game? I remember that. Please open. Thank you. Okay, so we just need to go out of this exit. Down here. So just jump off, do a little spinny spin. Please move. Oh, you know what? I just remember where another artifact is, but I don't know the specific location of it. I just remember that it exists. We just need to go straight out of the exit this way. Alright. Ouch. We're... I hear a power up, but I don't really care actually. We're sort of in the right area, I think. Yes. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me. Okay. That's not why they fired James. That is not why they fired him. They didn't fire him because they don't care about his customers. Who the fuck is James? Okay, yeah, it's in here. Got him. So the lore, what's going on in chat right now? The lore is that there was there's a Dota 2 major going on right now, which is very important. It's like more than $1 million of prize money and all that jazz, and it's going on in China, and oh, no. And long story short, the production is terrible. Like the stream was like just stuttering. Casters were just missing all the time. There were like just tons of hour-long delays, and the production was terrible. And the guy, their host, you know, the guy that's always on camera, should be on camera the most, is kind of a crude and crass individual. He has just really like crude jokes and stuff, and you know, curses a lot and all that jazz. And he was the host and stuff on the tournament. And so day 1 was really rough. It had a bunch of issues. Day 2 runs around. Like halfway into day 2, Gabe Newell, CEO of Valve, makes a Reddit post and says that the entire production company that was running that Dota 2 tournament was fired, and so was the host. And he said the host, I forgot his name, someone can remind me in chat, but he pretty much said we fired him because he's an ass, and that was it. And they also fired the entire production company. And a lot of people are just like, you can't do that, like, that's just so unprofessional, you can't do that. And the guy that they fired, the host, was just like, well, that kind of sucks. Yeah, James. He said James is an ass. Yeah. And a lot of people like him, but a lot of those people are like 12 years old. But yeah, so James put out an announcement, a statement of like why he was fired, and a bunch of people are like on his side and said he shouldn't have been fired and he was doing a great job and all that. And everyone's just like, everyone thinks that he was fired because of, first of all, he made like a pornography joke. He was calling people bottom bitches on the stream. He like just made a bunch of other, like a bunch of crude and crass jokes and stuff. And Valve didn't like him before, but they were trying to give him a second chance. And they didn't like what they had the second time, so they fired him. But everyone's just like, yeah, Valve like fired him because of his on-camera performance, which I think is complete bullshit. I think they probably fired him because not only is he just not a good representation of what you want on a stream, especially for if esports are going to be on ESPN and, you know, just featured everywhere else on the internet. You don't want that kind of like face for your entertainment. And honestly, I think he was also fired because he's probably an asshole to deal with off camera, which means that, you know, he just causes problem for production. He causes problem for people. He just makes things more difficult for people as well. Yeah. And so far, there's only been a statement from that guy, so we only know his side of the story. And I feel like they had a good reason to firing him, and it's not just, you know, as Gabe put it, he's an ass. I think I think that comment is geared towards his on-camera performance and his off-camera performance. Whoa. But yeah, people are upset because people like to get upset at anything. And they're like, he was a great caster and he was a great host, and Valve just doesn't understand their customer base and they're so out of touch with the game. And I'm like, if you thrive off of masturbation jokes and calling players bottom bitches and just shitting on people on a professional cast of a more than $1 million tournament, and the era of esports actually becoming a legitimate thing and being on television, then you need to grow up. Because that's not a reality. You don't watch Sportscast and the announcers are making pornography jokes and just calling the players like bottom bitches and stuff. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think Gabe's I think Gabe's Reddit post is pretty funny, but I don't know, man. It's definitely has not been handled well, and Gabe obviously did not help with calling him an ass, but also it's Gabe's company, so he can kind of do what he wants. But still, there needs to be a clear, more concise and written reason of why he was fired, because right now no one knows why he was fired, really. All they know is that Gabe said he's an ass. It's pretty funny. I still think that's pretty funny. Trying to think about the trying to talk and play this game at the same time, and it's kind of hard. I'm really bad at multitasking. I need to go to... I think I need to go back to the mines. Phazon Mines. But I don't know exactly where, and Phazon Mines is really hard to get to. There's another location that I need to go to as well. I don't know. I feel that people are overreacting and everything will be fine. And sure, Gabe was unprofessional with the way he fired that guy, but he's the CEO of Valve. It doesn't really matter. He called the guy an ass on Reddit. I guess it matters for him, but I don't really like the guy in the first place, so I don't care. Oh, man. Fuck. I think it's kind of funny. I still think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny. I just called him an ass, and that was his entire statement on the thing. Dude, I'm just completely blanking. So alright, Drifts is done. Magmore Caverns, there's not another... Oh, right, we need to go to, is it the ruins or the overworld? We need to go to the ruins. We need to go back to the ruins. There's one there. So the elevator, the overworld. I can get to the ruins by the overworld, so we'll go this way. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, Munched. I mean, yeah, that's entirely correct. I think, like I said, Gabe shouldn't have said he's an ass. I think it's funny, but he shouldn't have said he's an ass. That just, like, makes everything more confusing and complicated. I still think it's funny. I don't know. I think the entire thing's pretty ridiculous and pretty funny, but it'll work itself out. He does have a point. They really can't have that type of... They can't really have that... I just love the fact that, like, he just laid the smackdown in that Reddit post where he was just like, James is fired, he's an ass, and while we're on the topic of people being fired, we fired the production company for the Dota LAN. That, like, damn, dude. Gaben makes like one post every 5 years, and he's just laying the smackdown. But yeah, yeah, so the production company that Valve hired, I think they were the same production company that did the last China tournament, and it was equally as bad, and I guess they tried to give them a second chance, and it was even worse this year, and they're like, alright, you guys fucking blow, you're fired. And now they're gonna look for a different production company for the China major. I shouldn't have used my double jump for that. Did I fall all the way? Okay, I didn't fall all the way back down. Yeah, it's complicated. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty ridiculous what happened. But I do understand why it happened. Esports are becoming a really, really big thing, and you can't have that type of die? Just not kill him? No, don't shoot that thing at me. They explode! They don't explode. I lied. They kind of do explode. Freeze. Die. Oh, there's a thing over here. I hear it. But yeah, people like, if you guys like watch CS:GO, like there's an analyst called Thorin, and he's known for speaking his mind and being kind of rude and everything. And he's just like, he made a post like, "Come at me, Valve," like thinking that he would be fired next. But people are, I think, overreacting. Once again, I think one of the reasons why that guy was fired was because of his off-camera attitude as well. He was probably just really hard to work with, on camera and off camera. Where am I supposed to be going right now? The water droplets aren't even there. Hey, Predator. Give me that. I actually don't know where I'm going. Oh my god. Don't ever look at chat while you're trying to platform. Yeah, that entire thing about the fight behind, I think that guy is probably in trouble. If he makes another mistake, Valve might ban him from events, because that's just ridiculous. But really, just two missile expansions. Yeah, I don't know really who the guy is, but a CS:GO guy named Richard Lewis pretty much got in a fight with a guy behind camera, and there was a bunch of he got in a fight with a player. He didn't even get a fight. He didn't even get in a fight with a player. He was like talking shit to one of the players, and the player was just like, "That's kind of messed up, man." And he like confronted him, and then Richard just like beasted on him. Yeah. Esports are definitely not a regulated thing, and esports are gonna start getting a lot of growing pains very soon. It's gonna be pretty painful for a lot of people in the upcoming years when they realize that they can't act like this anymore. Okay, we need to go to the town overworld. He did get banned from some events. That's good. At least there was some repercussions for his actions. Apparently I'm dehydrated. I'd believe it, actually. No, I don't think... Oh, Lewis, right. He might. If he keeps acting up, he might get fired. But I think Thorin will be fine. There's a difference between just being an asshole and being inappropriate. Just being an inappropriate asshole and saying things that are true. I don't know. I don't think Thorin will be an issue. I do think that making pornography jokes and calling players bottom bitches and probably just being an asshole off camera. Alright, we need to go this way. We need to go, no, actually, I think we need to go... I think we... Oh, this might be the worst or the... I think we need to go this way. This is Metroid Prime. It's in the title. Come on, Leslie. You being a former esports boy validates most of what you say, to be honest. Your opinions on all